Hi, how are you today? Today I'm going to be doing a Dutch pour on a 12 by 24 inch canvas. The base color that I'm using is a mixture of a bunch of blues and greens, metallics, iridescents, just a bunch of leftovers that I had sitting around in small little jars, and I dumped it all together, stirred it up, and I ended up with this beautiful, almost cobalt turquoise color. I am also using Artist Loft Bronze, Artist Loft Copper, DecoArt's Pearl, DecoArt 24 karat gold and Pebeo Iridescent Gold mixed together. And then a new color to me that I've never used before, I'm using golden Quinacridone nickel azo gold, which really isn't all that gold. It's very, to me, it was almost like a copper sienna color. Really pretty color, and I think it's going to go great with this cobalt turquoisey color that I have on the base. So I'm really excited to give it a try. Got my canvas going vertically this time. I'm going to try a little bit of a different orientation, or a little bit different composition, big words today, than I normally do. Instead of going across horizontally, I'm going to try to go up vertically. I have done it a few times, but I want to actually kind of have a couple of different directions going rather than just ascending vertically. You'll see what I mean when I lay the paint down. Being a little bit stingy with my base paint here, and it does come back to haunt me a little later on, but this is all of the base paint I have, and I'm afraid that if I dump it all on at once and then I have to go back and scrape something, or if I have to go back and fix my sides, that I'm just going to completely run out of paint. So I would have preferred to have done this on a 10 by 20, but I don't have any on hand right now. So this is where we're at. So I lay down the bronze first, and then I go in with I think that was the nickel azo gold, the pearl. This is the copper, and then the gold mixture. The copper and the nickel azo gold don't look very dissimilar from this angle, but when you get up close, you can definitely see the difference. Copper has a little bit more of a red hue to it, and the nickel azo gold is almost, like I said earlier, just more of a sienna hue to it almost. So I haven't done this type of composition before, so I proceed to go along and pick away at this pour painting, blowing on it, trying to get it to do what I want it to do, and I'm just not succeeding very well. One of the things that I have a little bit of a problem with, not so much when the camera's not rolling, but when the camera is going, is sticking my head in the camera. I don't know why I have an aversion to that, but I do. I'm short. I have to hold the hair back. I have to hold the girls in so that nothing's getting in the paint, and stick my big head in the camera, and I don't know, it drives me nuts. But this painting, the way that I was wanting things to go, I just kept having to blow on it. I first decided that I wanted to take my palette knife and draw out some tendrils and make it a little bit, make some of the ends a little bit wispier. And then I got looking at it and I didn't like that. So I went back with my palette knife and erased all those tendrils and tried to get the ends to be a little bit rounder instead. So that's what you see me doing with the palette knife, is drawing out the tendrils and then wiping them off, or kind of taking the base paint and pushing them back. So I'm looking at this painting expecting some sort of miracle, and it's just not coming. I don't like the top of the painting, which is at the bottom of the screen. It just is disconnected from the rest of the painting. So I go in with my handy dandy little scraper. This is a Lowly Veffy scraper. They're so good at doing like a nice clean scrape off. And then I go back in with my base paint and I try to re-pour the top of this painting again. I thought about just blowing out that paint that was left where I scraped it off, but I didn't think that, I thought there was just going to be too much negative space left at the top. So I decided to go back in with some paint anyway. And then I ended up with too much paint again up there, so off it goes. Some days are just harder than others. And I leave my cup with my craft stick right in your line of vision, and I apologize for that. I think I was getting a little lathered up by this point because I was not getting the look that I wanted. But I think the colors are just great. The metallics and the DecoArt Gold and the copper with that turquoise cobalty blue color is a beautiful combination. So I do end up actually forgetting to take a close-up of this, so I go back a little bit later and get the close-up. So I'm not really too unhappy with this. I don't know if I'm over the moon about it. I do have my flash on, and this looks very yellow and very blue, and it's not. I should have taken another video without my flash because it is quite a nice gold and then that deep turquoise cobalt color. But I'll use this color again, and I'm not displeased with it. I'm quite happy with it actually. And the only thing that I wish I had done, or what had happened more, was to get some more of those really great cells that are usually created by the DecoArt paints, but they were hiding from me today. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.